visited the State Historical Preservation Office, known as SHPO, on the township behalf, and met Mr. Grimstad, the enforcement officer, such a wonderful fellow, and the architect, to discuss the old town hall. The old town hall only got in it because it's we've got our grading approaching the old town hall, and he pulled out the satellite pictures. Oh, what's this wonderful building here? He believes that it should be a listed building, but to be listed, then we have to spend considerable sums of money to make it listed building. So I thought perhaps human wisdom wouldn't want to do that. I didn't say that. Anyway, what is required? I got a letter. I brought back a copy of the letter. I should have been on the copy list and wasn't, which the clerk has. It indicates for the architect, our architect, to talk to their architect, and when all the commotion's done about who's on first, our architect would send down the appropriate construction drawings, in other words, the final set. But that action won't take place unless we're funded, because there's no need to satisfy his need up until that time. So I owe you and SHPO and our architect and the civil guy basically a meeting report to make that happen. You'd have had it, except I've been busy on other matters. This will not constitute an additional expense to what's budgeted by the architect. So you'll get a meeting report as soon as I do it. Other than my writing the meeting report, there seems to be no further need for the Fire Hall Committee to say or do anything until the stimulus grant money is decided. That's maybe as late as December this year. With that, I'd like to thank you for your indulgence in my off-limit voting. I've gone fishing.
Well done.
Thank you.
No way to crack ceiling quotes.
Thank you, Pam. Covered those too.
Yeah. Okay, got a resolution for National Night Out. Resolution 09003, resolution concerning the acceptance of funds raised at the National Night Out auctions in 2009. Be resolved by the Town Board of Town of Fredenberg, St. Louis County, Minnesota as follows. Whereas a silent auction was held at the National Night Out event hosted by the Volunteer Fire Department, and whereas in 2009, $1,196 was raised that will be used to fund the 2010 event. Now therefore let it be resolved that the Fredenberg Township Board accepts the monies to be held until next year, and let it further be resolved that once the town treasurer accepts these funds on behalf of the board, it will be put in the general fund sub-account contributions and donations as prescribed by the state auditor.
I make a motion to adopt this resolution.
All those in favor of adopting resolution 09003?
Mr. Chair, I do have one. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have one question to ask the treasurer. Were those checks good that were received at last month's meeting from the previous year's National Night Out?
Actually, I was going to speak to that after that part. I have another, essentially it's old business under National Night Out. The resolution you just voted on and approved essentially was a carbon copy of what we did for 2007 and 2008 monies. 2007 being $962, 2008 being $358. Of the $358 for 2008, we do already have the 2007 monies in our account. Of the $358 in 2008, $202, which was in the form of checks. I was not able to deposit because they are over 6 months old. So I'm returning that deposit in its entirety. I mean, I certainly can hang on to the funds, but essentially, procedurally, I'm returning that money to the board for your recommendation as to what you want me to do with it. Because of the resolution, similar to the one you just read, I was not able to deposit it as prescribed in the resolution, so I need some more guidance on that.
Well, since I was the one who did the silent auction, I did send out a letter prior to bringing the money in and said that since Mary had offered to call the people, that would be handled by the clerk or town clerk. And everybody that I talked to at the National Night Out this year said that they would be more than happy to write the checks. So I didn't talk to everybody. I talked to like the Dorganans and a few other people, and they said that wouldn't be a problem at all. So, and it's not my fault that the town board took so long to actually get the sliding hill.
I
done,
disagree with that. You held the money hostage for over a year, Julie.
Because you guys weren't doing what you were supposed to.
We made a resolution as it was going to a separate special fund, which we adopted.
That's enough. So, we're talking $202 if we can recover from the people that originally wrote the check. Let's do it.
I'm willing to do whatever the board wants me to do.
Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry, no, just really quick. I did give a copy of the letter that I wrote to all of the donators, also to the clerk and town clerk, and deputy clerk at the last town board meeting too, and I gave the money. So everybody should be on the same page, the treasurer and everybody else. So.
Joel, do you want to say something yet, or?
I'm sorry, I was trying to follow. It would seem if, regardless of how we got to this situation, if you're holding checks that are out of date and not cashable, one or other or a suitable person should approach whoever wrote the check, make a profound apology, volunteer to deliver the useless check and beg for a replacement.
Mr. Chair, Bill's asking what we should do with that. We should deposit the money that's depositable, and when we get the other checks, if we get them back, we'll deposit those also. You want guidance what to do with this money? Does that sound like a good, reasonable guidance? Or?
That violates the resolution.
Yeah, and that's,
It does.
you know, and I made a brief call, it wasn't a big deal, but I called the Met attorney just because I kind of got in a box here where by resolution I was supposed to do something as a treasurer and I was not able to do it. And he said, just bring it back to the board and let the board give you further guidance. So, you know, and I have that copy, you know, of the resolution. Essentially, it was what you read tonight because, you know, they were made the same way.
Exactly.
I was
the dates
not,
were changed in the
right,
resolution.
and I had to bring it up because I was not able to fulfill that resolution as a treasurer. So that's why I made you aware of that. And I elected to not deposit the cash either because then it would kind of be a split deal and I wanted guidance
Okay,
from
so
you.
we gotta follow this first, so we'll have to give somebody the checks to see if those were filled in.
Mr. Chairman, might I suggest you amend your resolution to account for just the cashable amount and then proceed with what I said earlier, that somebody go and apologize and beg.
And the cash amount being $156.
Mr. Chairman, do you have a copy of that I sent out to everybody? So everybody all of the donators were aware of what had happened and that somebody would be calling them. And like I said, most of the people have been
In
talked
fact, you
to,
can set this on the board.
so it should be fine.
Checks for cash still? No.
No, because they were over 6 months old and that's the cutoff for Wells Fargo Bank, 6 months.
So we gotta add to this one that we just
According to
passed.
our name, they were.
Well, it's the one we just passed.
I see that.
It is totally different.